Hello there guys, and welcome back to the FIFA 21 career mode with Barcelona. And today guys, we've got episode 28 of the career mode, and coming up first in today's episode, we've got the Club World Cup final. And here is then guys, just a quick update on the La Liga table. And as you guys can see, we are still top of the table, only by 1 point though. Real Madrid and Real Sociedad are right behind us, and Atletico Madrid only 3 points behind us. And also then guys, not only do we have the Club World Cup, we also have the Super Copa coming up in today's episode. And you guys can see in the semi-final, it's going to be us, Atletico Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, and also Real Madrid. So as you guys can see on screen then, this is our transfer budget for today's episode guys, because we do have the January transfer window coming up in today's episode. So it's not a lot of money, but we've got to make it work and see if we can bring in a new centre-back in today's episode. So then guys, coming up in today's episode, we've actually got quite a lot going on. So we're going to start things off in the Club World Cup, hopefully pick up a trophy first thing in today's episode. Then we're going to move in to the January transfer window, going to scout a few centre-backs, see what there is on the transfer market at the moment. We've also got the Super Copa coming up in today's episode. So if you guys do enjoy today's episode, please don't forget to smash the like button down below guys. We can hit over 250 likes. That'd be absolutely amazing guys, and I'll make sure there's another episode out tomorrow. And also guys, if you are new and you want to see more FIFA 21 career mode content, hit the red subscribe button down below. So let's get into some of your guys' comments then for today's episode. Let's get into the first one here then, which does say renew Riqui Puig's contract to avoid a free transfer. And I've got to admit guys, I didn't even notice that Riqui Puig had only 7 months left on his contract. So we're going to go ahead now and definitely go ahead and delegate a renewal. And as you can see there guys, the wage is absolutely massive there. And let's go ahead and advance, and that is the contract we're going to give him here. And it's going to be a crucial squad role, of course, a 4-year contract extension, which is great. Release clause looks good, and the wage, again, it's a lot of money, but Riqui Puig is one of our first team players. And there we go guys, he's got another 4 years on his contract. Well, let's get to the next comment then for today's episode, which does say, how about for a goalkeeper you sign Radu or Lunin? And guys, obviously in the last episode, Lafont was driving me crazy. Absolutely crazy in the last episode, and I think now I've calmed down a bit. It's been a whole 24 hours or whatever since that episode, and I feel ready to go, and I feel ready to give Lafont another chance in his career mode. Because again, if we did go ahead and possibly try and release him or sell him if we could, or you know, something along them lines, they'll be starting all again with another goalkeeper. So I think the best thing to do is just go into today's episode, and hopefully we're just much better defensively. And I think also as well, we have better centre backs at the back. Lunin won't be put under as much pressure. So I think definitely in today's episode, a new centre-back should hopefully help out our goalkeeper. But let's get into the final comment, and guys, for today's episode. And this one does say, who's the best, worst, and most underrated player in your team? And now, guys, let's get straight into this. So the best player, I think, has to go to Ortiz. Like this guy, and as you guys can see, he's on 26 goals in all competitions. And we're not even in January yet, guys. It's unbelievable. And like I say, I'm so glad we did pick him up. And if it wasn't Ortiz, I'd probably have to say probably Frenkie de Jong, because he's been so strong in this third season. And like I say, 93 rated right now, Frenkie de Jong. In terms of the worst player though, and I'm going to base this off form. You guys probably already know, it's going to be Lafont. Just isn't, even though in the squad hub then it was saying he's in good form and what have you, he just isn't in good form right now. And Lafont, I'm going to say, hopefully when we get another centre-back in today's episode, that's going to help him out at the back. And like I say, hopefully he won't concede so many chances. But just in terms of form, it has to go to Lafont, unfortunately. And the most underrated player, and now I had to think about this, because I did want to give it to de Jong, but then to be fair, he's not underrated. We all know how good he is. And underrated player, I'm probably going to have to give to Serginho Dest, just because so many times in a game, I find him cutting out the play, getting the ball forward, either passes it forward to Trincão or gets it to Frenkie de Jong and gets it to Riqui Puig. And so I find Dest is actually a vital player in this team. Like if he wasn't a right back and we had like maybe Tavares, who's 81 rated, I think you would tell the difference there. So I think Dest is probably my most underrated player so far this season. So then guys, next let's take a look at the season objectives, because after last episode obviously we got through quite a lot of games in the last episode guys. The season objectives have actually changed quite a bit here, and straight off with the first one, the next Xavi, get 15 assists with Puig. It's really jumped up now, 10 out of 15. I think last episode when I read out the season objectives it was 1 out of 15, so he's jumped up by 9 in one single episode guys. Amazing. Wizard on the wing though, 8 out of 50. That is looking quite concerning at the moment. Our wingers aren't really performing. But when you've got a striker like Ortiz, it's quite hard because he's just getting the ball, smashing it in the back of the net. As you guys have seen, 26 goals in all competitions. Unbelievable so far. French wall, 9 out of 20. Again, again, Lafont performs really well in the sim games, but when we actually play, he just seems to let every chance go in the back of the net. So he might reach 20 clean sheets this season, just maybe. And then Spanish Supreme, 16 out of 25. Again, scored 25 goals with Spanish players. We should be completing that one sometime soon. So then, guys, the round of 16 draw has been done for the Champions League. So I'm not going to reveal right now who we've got in the round of 16. I'm going to wait till the end of the episode, guys. So if you guys are going to stick by and watch through today's episode, I really would appreciate that, guys. I really would. So if you're going to stick by, watch till the end of the episode, guys. I will reveal who we've got in the round of 16. So then, guys, I have been busy then searching for another centre-back into this team. Now, again, there is still plenty of centre-backs available. This isn't a finished article as of yet, but these are just beginning players that we've added. So obviously we've got these two centre-backs here who we did take a look in the last episode, but ideally I'm looking for a centre-back that's 80 rated plus. You know, the higher rated the better, of course, and obviously someone that isn't going to break the bank for us. So I'm going to head Jules Koundé. Again, he's going to want a lot of money, but as you can see, he's actually in his last year of his contract, so we might be able to pick him up from Sevilla. That'd be a pretty good signing. Pau Torres, obviously playing for Villarreal, who did beat us at the start of the season. Again, does fit in our price range. And again, this guy here, you guys have been mentioning down below in the comments. We don't know a value as of yet, but we have sent scout reports out for all of these players. Simicon, again, a player I would like to try and use in career mode, but just basing off that release clause, I'm guessing he isn't really that high rated. And also this guy here plays for Real Sociedad. He actually can play centre-back, and again, we don't really know much about him. And again, based off the value, he isn't going to be that high rated. So then, guys, just before we do get into the first game in today's episode, for you guys that are new to the channel and that are watching and didn't watch Season 2, you're probably thinking, how have you got the Club World Cup into the game? And so with these career modes, I am using a mod for the game, which I do play on PC, called the Realism mod, and one of the add-ons with that mod is that we get the Club World Cup into the game. So as you guys can see, this is how the semi-finals did end, and of course now we're into the final for the first game in today's episode. But here we go then, guys. Here's how the two teams are going to line up for the first game in today's episode. Now we do have a few fitness issues, I'm going to be honest. The right ho is going to have to miss this game, unfortunately, so Garcia is coming in, but even he isn't fully fit. Now you got Pedri, obviously Ortiz again, probably could do with a rest. Did play in the last game, but let's get into this one now. Taking on River Plate. Now, to be fair, on paper, we should be beating them. But after last episode, a few, you know, questioning, worrying games, so he didn't pick up wins where we should have. You know, a bit 50-50 going into this game, so I have to see who picks up the trophy at the end of this one. Oh, that's a great ball. That's a great ball. Pedri just couldn't play it out wide to Ansu Fati. That was a great ball, though, to be fair. Frankie de Jong already in. Here we go, Pedri. Pedri, go on, down. Here we go, Trincão. Maybe the shot is on. And okay, shot not too bad, to be fair. But I'm hoping in this game as well, guys, Lafont can just not let any silly mistakes into the back of the net. Obviously, not silly mistakes in terms of silly goals, but just like easy goals that he should be saving. And let's not have that in this game. Oh, no way. River Plate. Oh, Todibo. That is great. Saved us there. And I really thought we was in trouble. And that's quite risky, to be fair, playing out from the back there. But let's get forward now. Pedri could play one in behind for Ortiz. That's a great ball. I think he's onside still. Ortiz, one more touch to finish. And it's in. There we go. 1-0 in this final, guys. Ortiz with the goal. Pedri with the assist. And we take the lead in this game. But again, it reminds me too much of last episode where Ortiz will take the lead and then the opposition will go ahead, score 2 goals, and they'd end up the winner. And that's a great ball from Pedri. Ortiz, just one last touch there. A little bit risky, a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. But it's in the back of the net. That's all that matters. Oh, here we go. A chance. Ansu Fati right now. Come on. 2-0. Oh, what was that? Take control. Finish that. What? You have to be finishing that. I'm sorry. But you have to be finishing that. What is going on? What is going on? That second chance just felt like, I don't know, he didn't really put any effort into it. Here we go. River Plate getting forward. De La Cruz. Garcia. Garcia is actually playing really well in this game, guys. Really helping us out. We're just going to be careful now. I think we need to keep more possession because I think as possession stands, River Plate have actually had more than us. We're just trying to hit them on the counter at the moment. That seems to be working for us. Ricky Pirich forward. Ortiz, that is great. Finish that maybe. And what a strike. We got ourselves a corner. Okay, I'll take that. That's not a bad chance from him. Whip that one in. Frankie de Jong, it's in towards Ortiz. The header's maybe on, but yeah, nothing comes from it as we go into half time. That's a great ball forward. Okay, Almeida out wide. Maybe over the top. Frankie de Jong falls to Ortiz. Chest that one down. Finish and it's in. Wow, guys. Wow. 2-0 in this game. What a goal from Ortiz that is. But then to be fair, it all started off from Eric Garcia at the back. And I told you guys they're in a great game. And he just lobs that one forward. We get it to Frenkie de Jong, which was laid off originally by Almeida. Here you can see great ball out wide. Chipped over the top, chest down on the volley. Oh, into the back of the net, guys. What a goal that was. What a teamwork goal that was. And, oh yeah, it all started from Eric Garcia. Oh, here we go. Almeida, forward again. That's a great ball. Ansu Fati, come on. 3-0. Surely finish that. And it's in. There we go. It's in, guys. 3-0 now in this game. And it's going to be over. It has to be over right now against River Plate. I'm really liking how the team is feeling at the start of today's episode. But, of course, you know, no offence to River Plate, but it is only River Plate. We've got tougher games coming up. And Ansu Fati there did great. Great finish. And there you go. 3-0 now in this game. Almeida, forward. Ricky Puig. Trincão. Okay, in the middle for Ortiz, who gets taken down. What? Nothing. Guys, you're telling me the ref didn't see that? As if he didn't win it back there. I can't believe the ref did nothing about that. He just dragged him down, carried on playing like that's normal. So we're just waiting then, guys, to see how much longer is going to be added on in this game. Only the 1 minute. And like I say, guys, 3-0 up. It's definitely a win now in this game. And then we go to full-time whistle blows. And we are the winners of the Club World Cup for the second time running, guys. What a game that was against River Plate. I'm just hoping, though, how the team does perform in this game is how we move on in today's episode, because more of that definitely, hopefully, coming up in today's episode. Again, nothing against River Plate, but, you know, we do have bigger games coming up. And Lafont keeping a clean sheet to start things off as well. That does show progress from the last episode, but again, it is all about the opposition. And my man of the match, even though Ortiz did get 2 goals in the back of the net, I think it has to go to Eric Garcia. For me, I just feel like he was really strong at the back, coming in last minute for Araujo. He did have to sit out, and I feel like he had a really good game, guys. I feel like he did. And here we go, lifted up the trophy. Finally, I think our first trophy in Season 3 as well. We didn't get to lift the Super Cup because Villarreal beat us in that. But our first trophy in today's episode, Frenkie de Jong, obviously, of course, our captain, going to be lifting it up. And we actually get to finally see our team lift up a trophy in our new kit. And this is what it's going to look like. And there we go, guys. What a way to start things off in today's episode. And the thing is then, guys, whilst having the Club World Cup in the game is a nice feature, actually it's a good way of getting a decent amount of prize money as well. As you guys can see, you don't really face the toughest of teams. And that's no offence to the teams obviously in the group, but when you're playing as a team like Barcelona, you can see there it was quite an easy win for us, and we get 5 million prize money. So then, guys, coming up to the January transfer window here, just simming ahead, and you can see here Parma have actually come in and paid a release clause to Araujo, and to be fair, he is due actually a new contract. So we're going to go ahead right now and give him a new contract, because I definitely don't want him leaving the club right now. He does come in handy for us, and as you guys can see, approached by Parma, and he's only got 7 months remaining on his contract. The same with Todibo. But yeah, let's go ahead, delegate renewal, and make sure he doesn't leave to go to Parma. We're going to give Todibo also a new contract whilst we're here. Because we don't want these players leaving the club, we are using them as well. So like I say, 2 new contracts going out there. So then, guys, we have just entered into January, and I don't know if it's a sign or the game just messing up, but as you guys can see, Bayern have come back in for me once again here. And like I said, I did read some of your guys' comments in the last episode, and I think majority of you guys do want to see me do a Bayern Munich career mode on the channel. And like I said, guys, it's just weird how this is the second time now in this season, and it's within the space of 2 episodes, 3 episodes maybe, that they've offered us a job. Right then, guys, let's get into the main part then for today's episode, which again is signing a new centre-back, guys. So the scout reports have returned, and again, we've done pretty well, to be fair. Simican again does sort of fall into the same category as these 2 centre-backs, where, again, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's not really what we're looking for at the moment. So we're going to remove him. We're going to remove these 2 players as well, and this is what we're left with. So I've got to say then, guys, just taking a quick look through this list right now then. So obviously got Jules Koundé here, 81 rated. Obviously the highest rated player is this guy here right now, but he has just made the move to Arsenal. But again, he does sort of, you know, with value isn't actually too bad right now. But just taking a look at all these players, I'm just thinking right now, the only advantage I give to Jules Koundé is the fact that he's French, guys. And obviously the font is French as well, so I'm thinking that sort of connection could work out pretty well for us. And you know what, guys, Jules Koundé, 88 sprint speed. We all know how great of a defender he is, and I really think he could make a big impact here. Again, we've got some other great options here. There's no, you know, definite to say Jules Koundé is going to join us, because ideally I would like a left-footed centre-back, and that's where Pau Torres does come in. Plus, obviously, 6'3" as well. Again, guys, it's not a bad option. So right here, we've got some tough choices on our hand. So then guys, I'm just taking a look at the current centre-backs we have in the team right now. So I'm just thinking, whoever we buy, obviously is going to partner up with one of our centre-backs in the team. So I'm just thinking majority of them centre-backs are right-footed. And if I do go in for Jules Koundé, who's he going to partner with? And so I'm thinking he's going to partner with Araujo the most, just because Araujo does have a 4-star weak foot, guys. So I do normally play him as the left-footed centre-back. Well, left centre-back, should I say. Because he's got the 4-star weak foot, that is why I play him there. And he's actually 6'2". So I don't actually mind buying Jules Koundé because he's only 5'10", but we do have Araujo in the defence who is 6'2". So again, I think Jules Koundé just might be the one for us. So I'm going to go into this right now, guys, and try and sign Jules Koundé. It's going to be tough, guys, because we did spend some money at the start of today's episode renewing contracts. So again, we've not got as much as we did have. But let's get into this right now. So these values, 34.5. Ideally, I need to get him a lot lower than that. And I mean a lot lower than that. Maybe 5 million less than that. So I'm going to go in right now with around about, I think, maybe 25. I'd be happy. If I can get it for 25 million, that is an absolute steal, in my opinion. I might have to offer a player in return to get this deal at around about 25 million. And, okay, yeah, they want Almeida. That's not happening. No way is that happening. Let's remove that exchange players. Propose a new fee. And, okay, 25 may be a little bit too little. Let's go with 27. Let's submit that offer right now. Maybe a sell-on clause could come into this because we do need it for around about that price. 36 plus 15% sell-on. That is not. No. You guys can see it's minus 2 million right there. So again, going to have to try and go 27 once again. 27 would be ideal. Whether we'd still have enough right there to, you know, get him for that price plus add him a contract on. But let's propose that. Let's submit that offer. Let's see what they say to that. 27 million plus a 15% sell-on clause. And no, okay, yeah, you're gonna have to do more than that, and we just don't have more than that. So we're gonna have to end the negotiation and just see what else we can do. So we're gonna have to take a look then at the other options we do have on the shortlist. Then Jules Koundé, just too much money that we just couldn't afford. Like I say, we didn't renew certain contracts at the start of today's episode. We might have been able to afford him, but then again, we couldn't renew the contracts, guys. So again, you know, it's a win and a loss, really, at that point. So just take a look at the other players we do have, and I think Atletico is going to be the player that we might just go in for here. Again, 26.7, 28.4 is around about the value we could pay, and he's 82 rated as well. So let's get into this. Let's see if we can get him for around about that. Let's meet now with Arteta. And let's go in right now. So let's say 26. Let's go with 24. Let's see what they say to that. Because again, we could do with all the transfer budget we have right now. And okay, minimum is 26.1. Again, that isn't too bad, guys. Let's just go ahead. Maybe try and get him for a little bit less. Because obviously we're still going to offer him a contract as of yet. Let's go in 25. Let's submit that offer. Again, we are trying to, you know, mess around here. Again, you could say 26.1 wasn't a bad counter offer. But there you go. 25 million. We've got him for that. So the contract talks then, guys, are going decently well so far. Squad role, important, a 4-year deal, and obviously a release clause of 58.1. Ideally, I did actually ask for 100 million, but they weren't interested in that. But let's get into the wage right now, and you can see already we're minus 19,000 in the wage budget. So, again, this is a really tight one. Let's remove the bonus, so that does increase the transfer budget then, and let's edit the wage. Let's try and give him maybe, I want to say 200k, but it seems a bit extreme, 200k. Let's go with 197.5, and then the signing on bonus, let's just up that by 100k, just to play it safe. And we still got 1.9 in the transfer budget with that. Let's go ahead, submit that offer right now. And let's have a see what they're going to say to that, him and his agent. And is he going to join the team? And he is. There we go, guys. We have got another centre-back into the team. An 82 rated centre-back is going to join the club. And here he is then, guys, our new signing, Atletico. And again, I think it's a really good signing into the side. Obviously, ideally, our first choice was Jules Koundé, but we just didn't have enough money to pull off that transfer here. But you can see, take a look at some of his stats here. Doesn't look like a bad player at all. And plus, he's 82 rated as well, guys. So he should really fit into this team really well. And now the only thing that sort of lets him down, you could say, is his pace, 67. But you're going to take a look right now at all the centre-backs he's going to be partnered with. And you can see Araujo, 78. Todibo, 83, and Garcia, 73. So again, the other centre-backs are quite fast, to be fair. So, you know, having one fast centre-back, one sort of slowish centre-back isn't a bad way to move forward. So then, guys, let's get into the next game for today's episode, where we do have the semi-finals of the Supercopa. And you can see we're taking on Atletico Bilbao, and obviously Atletico Madrid also taking on Real Madrid. And now Atletico Bilbao are actually in the Champions League this season, guys. They made it into the top 4, I think, on the final day of La Liga last season. So again, a really good side, and let's get into it. So here we go then, guys. Here's how the two teams are going to line up for this semi-final right now. And then Atletico is going to make his debut as well in this game, guys. Because I feel like going into it, semi-finals, again, Atletico Bilbao, not a team to take lightly. We need all the players and the best players we can right now. So he's going to make his debut in this game. Hopefully gets off to a good start for the club. And our team is fully fit and rested. Let's get into it. Here we go then, guys. Into the Supercopa semi-final, guys. Again, really hoping we get off to a good start here. Let's just get this ball passed around. And Atletico, right now he's got the number 17. I want you guys to let me know down below what kit number should we give him. Should we give him maybe the number... What's a Raiho? Raiho's number 4. So maybe the number 3. What do you guys reckon to that? Let me know down below in the comments. Dest cutting that one out. What was I saying to you guys early on in today's episode? Definitely my underrated player for this season. Okay, Ortiz the 1-2. Go on, get back onto it. Oh, just couldn't get there before the defender. That's great. That's great. All over. Atletico Bilbao played across. Ansu Fati, and it's in. And it's in, guys. The own goal. And we take the lead in this game. That was so unexpected. I did not expect the defender to slide in. Of course you don't. And obviously he's tried to make the clearance there, hasn't he? I'm just unfortunate he hasn't been able to. It didn't even look like he was trying to make a clearance. He just looked like it was going straight into goal. I don't think the ball even tried to go near the post or anything. Tried to play it across to Trincão, and he slides in there. And it's in the back of the net. And Atletico Bilbao already 1-0 down. A couple of minutes into this game. 14 minutes in. And they're already behind. There we go. Ricky Pedri now plays this one forward. Ansu Fati. Maybe a chance inside for Ortiz. Okay, maybe for Pedri. Okay, here we go. Ricky Pedri. Maybe find a decent ball into the area. Trincão. Finish that. And as if the goalkeeper made a great save. If anything, I wanted that going a bit more closer to near post. Ansu Fati. Here we go forward now. Frankie de Jong. Pedri. Okay, we're all over them right now. We are all over them. We need a second goal. We need a second goal. Ansu Fati. Frankie de Jong. Ricky Pedri maybe over the top. That's great. Chest that one. Oh, again. Cleared away, guys. We need another goal. We need another goal because as things stand, as we seen in the last episode, one goal just isn't enough in games like this. Oh, here we go then. Atletico Bilbao on the counter-attack right now. Money in. Okay, is he going to do anything? And Dest just cutting that one out. So was Atletico, to be fair. Both of them just weren't allowing him to get anywhere near the box. But there we go, into half-time in this game. It's still 1-0. But again, I still feel like that isn't enough. Oh, here we go then, guys. Atletico Bilbao could be in, and it's in. 1-1 in this game, and what did I say, guys? I told you 1-0 wasn't enough, but anyone could tell you that. But I just knew from past experiences with this squad that 1-0 just isn't enough anymore. You know, in Season 1 of this career mode, 1-0, you could probably say, you know what, that'll do for the second half. But now, it just isn't enough with this team. And Lafont, to be fair, I have no problem with that. You know, it's a great strike at the end of the day. And he's made the effort. He's close to it. You know, again, you know, you could say he could have done with getting something on it. But again, it is a great strike. Atletico just cutting that one out straight away, guys. That is what we need in this defence. You can see his pace isn't the best, but you can get it forward. And that is exactly what we're doing right now. Ortiz, going to roll this one inside. This is great. This is great. Finish it. And as if it's on target, I guess that's all you can at least ask for. And yeah, look at this. The great heel to heel, and then just couldn't find a finishing touch there. Maybe that was due a finesse shot right there. They're going to make a change. We might make a change soon. Maybe Almeida come on. Frankie de Jong whips it in, but the goalkeeper, Ansu Fati, go on, get this on the ground at least. Pedri, something. Pedri, make a run. Someone, Pedri, finish that. And it's in. It's in. It's in. 2-1 in this game. Come on, guys. We can get through into the final. Pedri, that's a great goal from him. Like I said, that ball was up in the air. We needed it on the ground. Played some great ground passes. Got it to Pedri, and he's got it into the back of the net there, guys. And 2-1, is that enough? I don't think it is. I still think we are due a change, and that is exactly the change I want to make. You could say, well, you know, Pedri's just scored, but Almeida fresh legs, get Ortiz in behind, or even Almeida in behind will definitely help. But there we go, 2-1 in this game. Oh, is this where it goes wrong? Is this where it goes wrong? Headed away. Oh, what? The corner? How have we just given away a corner there? What? What? Oh, they're going to make a change. Are they going to make a change? Yeah, they're going to make another change in this game. Okay, 79 minutes. Come on, guys. We can see our way through into the final. Come on, surely. And okay, thank God. Nothing from that in the end. There we go. Almeida going to strike one. And it wasn't too far away, guys. It actually wasn't too far away, that one. Left-footed chance. And again, great technique. But just the shot ended up going... Look at how close that was. There we go then. Almeida can see Ansu Fati making a run forward towards his. Just couldn't get it forward to him. There's going to be 2 minutes added on in this game as long as we don't concede in these 2 minutes. And that is great. That is what we want to see, guys. Goalkeeper kicking out of play. Frankie de Jong up now. Ansu Fati loses it straight away, but it doesn't matter. We should be through now into the final. And come on, ref, sometime today. Surely. And there we go. The full-time whistle goes. And we get a 2-1 win in this game, guys. Again, we had to fight for it. We had to. But we've done ourselves really well in this game. So as you guys can see then on screen, this is how the semi-finals did end. So in the other game, Real Madrid ended up getting a 3-1 win against Atletico Madrid. And obviously we got a win, a 2-1 win. So the final, which is going to be the first game in the next episode, is going to be us taking on Real Madrid. So there we go then, guys. That was Atletico's debut for the club. And again, there wasn't really too many highlights. Of course, they did go on and end up scoring in that game. But again, it was a goal that I felt like you couldn't really do much about. It was a great strike at the end of the day. And also, to be fair, he did strike it from this sort of area, didn't he? So again, it wasn't even on Atletico's side, if you want to call it that. But again, I feel like he had a good debut again, and I really can't wait to see how he does in this game against Real Madrid. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys then some of the transfer deals that have happened so far. Now, of course, these are the summer transfers, but you'll be able to see we do have Ndidi actually going from Leicester to Spurs for 51.6 million. That is interesting signing right there. Any others? Okay, Lo Celso going to Atletico Madrid just before the window opened. Any more transfers down here? And by the looks of it, don't seem to be too many. Cragno going to Dortmund for 28 million. And okay, Atletico, of course, again. Calvert-Lewin actually went to Leverkusen. And okay, that seems to be it. And okay, I think we did see one down here actually. Shaqiri making a move to RB Leipzig. So I did promise you guys then at the start of today's episode to show you at the end of today's episode who we've got in the round of 16. Now, just before we do, we're going to quickly show you guys how the groups did end, so you guys can get a feeling, a bit of a build-up before we go ahead and check out the round of 16. So Group A, I don't think I've ever seen a group like that, where a team's got 15 points and the other teams are literally fighting. Leverkusen just making it through. Group B, Inter and Atletico Bilbao. Man City finished bottom of the group. That's got to be embarrassing. That's got to be embarrassing for them. Group C, Atletico Madrid and Bayern make it out of what I call the group of death this season. PSG getting knocked out in the group stage. Interesting. Spurs and Juventus. Obviously us and Lyon. You've got Liverpool and AC Milan. And then also you've got Dortmund, RB Salzburg. Okay, Lazio not making it through. You could say that's quite a disappointment from them, to be fair. And then the final group, Man United and Villarreal making it through into the round of 16. So let's have a see who we've got in the round of 16. If anything, I'd probably want Salzburg, if I'm going to be honest. I'd probably take them any day of the week. Maybe I'd take, who else? Maybe Leverkusen as well. Maybe they do have a good side though, to be fair. But the round of 16, and we've got AC Milan, guys. Wow, okay, AC Milan, that's interesting. So we've got Atletico Bilbao taking on Spurs. Villarreal taking on Dortmund. Salzburg taking on Atletico Madrid. Juventus, United, Bayern, sorry, taking Liverpool, Leverkusen, Inter Milan, Lyon, Real Madrid, and then we've got AC Milan, guys. I'm quite happy with that. I don't think I've ever played AC Milan in the Champions League this FIFA as of yet, so I'm pretty happy with that draw. But there we go then, guys. That's been it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to leave a like down below on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.